Pull out your dicks, get ready to fap. It's time for your favorite show, The Grease Trap. Pull out your dicks, get ready to fap. It's time for your favorite show, Grease Trap.
Oh, yeah. It's one of these. One more Grease Trap. All right. I guess we could do that. Why not?
What's wrong with the Grease Trap, man?
Nothing's wrong with it.
Casual conversations.
Shit.
Are you ready for this, TJ?
Yeah, I wanted to. This is probably a little old by the time people are saying, but whatever. This ain't going to go nowhere in terms of like, what is this? Like, Mario. Okay, it's your Mario Bros. Movie. Got it.
It ain't coming out before, the movie's not coming out before this.
The movie's a long way away. Its casting is a little unusual.
All right, so how do you feel about this casting? Chris Pratt, Mario. You know what? I've always thought that. For some reason, just been sitting around, late at night. Like,
if you was to ask me, hey, what actor you think should never play Mario? Chris Pratt would probably be my fucking answer. So,
I mean,
terrible choice.
Everybody can do It's a me, Mario. Every fucking buddy can do.
Do you know
that.
who this guy? You know who Charles Martinet is? That's the guy who actually does that. So bloop. If you're gonna do that kind of Mario where it's just like it's a me, but I assume they're gonna try to like. If it's a movie, they're gonna have to have him say more than like it's a me. Woohoo!
Well, he also does Luigi and Waluigi and Wario as well, I believe. So he's probably playing one of those.
So Mario, yeah, I have to say I'm disappointed.
I don't know, man. Chris Pratt, I can't even imagine him doing the it's a me. Fuck him. I don't want him. Get him out.
How about Jack Black as Bowser?
All right, whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty how I feel with that. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
I don't even understand why Donkey Kong is in this fucking movie.
He wasn't Mario. Oh, dude, who was Mario's first antagonist?
I wonder what Seth Rogen's. I wonder which one of the Seth Rogen voices he's gonna fucking bring out for that role.
I'm Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna. Is it gonna be?
I want Stoner Donkey Kong.
Because he's a man of 1,000 voices, right?
Like,
so
hold on. I'm Donkey Kong or whatever.
Anya, I don't know who that is. I don't know. And Keegan Michael Key is Toad once again. He's just,
angry Toad.
He's just gonna be like, "It's me, I'm Toad." Whatever. All right.
Dude, I think
so. That's gonna suck ass.
Anya Taylor-Joy, the lady that played the antagonist in Blade Runner.
Is she? I don't remember her.
No,
I couldn't remember that.
I don't
lady's
think so.
name.
Yeah, maybe it's further down. She ain't been in shit. Whatever. She's been in this.
The Queen's Gambit.
She was in The Witch. Yeah. She's the lead of The Witch.
Thompson. Yep. And now she's gonna be Princess Peach. Anyway. Whatever. Let's fucking figure out what's the best fast food place. I think I did this myself one time, but now that you guys are here, we can have a more even-handed sort of fucking approach to this shit.
Man, this is going to be super fucking contentious, TJ.
I don't know that an hour is going to be enough time, dude, to be honest with you. I mean, we'll try.
All right.
We'll keep it in mind.
So you got the first one, Arby's versus Jack in the Box.
I mean... This is a tough one because a bad Jack in the Box, and they are plentiful in the United States, I've found, is really bad. And I've never like a bad Arby's is still just kind of like an Arby's.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
A good Jack in the Box is a cut above what you get at a good Arby's.
I totally agree with your rationale up to this point, but honestly, it's been so long since I've actually found a good Jack in the Box that I'm starting to think they maybe don't exist anymore.
See, I live near one.
Okay,
I've got
well
a
then
decent Jack in the Box, and it's got decent shit. It's good. You know what I mean? It doesn't come all.
Actually, the Taco Bell around us is actually really good.
Yeah, Taco Bell is another one that's going to show up here. That's going to have the same contention.
Yeah,
but I'm going to go.
I do love Jack in the Box.
Quality of experience, I'm going to go with Arby's. That's my vote because.
Fair enough.
Like,
that beef and cheddar to me is like really good.
And it's always the same. Like, I've never gone to Arby's and gotten a beef and cheddar and been like, oh, this is just a disgusting beef and cheddar.
A shitty Arby's it's like a little drier, but it's
I'll be honest with
more
you,
sauce on it and it's fucking fine.
I always loved Jack in the Box. The case was so rare that I got it. So my impulse will be to vote for Jack in the Box, but the aforementioned problem. I'd have to be around a good one. I haven't had enough good experiences. And Arby's I don't really like. I almost never go there personally if it's up to me. But whatever. If I had to vote now, Arby's is more consistently good.
A&W versus Annie Ann's. Both of these, like, A&W, you almost never even fucking come across that
Yeah,
shit.
these are both really like Auntie Anne's is like a mall brand, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like mall
They're
pretzels.
kinda
That's barely
dead.
even, I guess that's like,
A&W was kind of similar though. Like the one I used to go to as a kid was in a mall.
Yeah, I mean, A&W's back when I was a kid were pretty good. The root beer floats were pretty good. The burgers were pretty good. But now,
I mean, A&W is my favorite root beer, so I guess that's probably
And
still
it's
all right.
it's unique, TJ, how they do it. There's not a bunch of ice. They chill it.
But honestly, like these pretzels from Annie Ann's are like whatever. I mean, they're pretzels.
I'll say
they're mall
A&W.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
A&W.
A&W myself
A&W,
because, like, you know, Annie Ann's whatever pretzels.
A&W wins.
All right, so Boston
Oh,
Market versus
God,
Burger King.
This is the battle of shit here.
Yeah,
So I
it
don't
really
want either
is.
of these.
I
Yeah, I'm
really
passing
don't
on
either.
both.
I'm going to tell you though, dude, you're going to get probably better food more consistently at a Boston Market than you will at a Burger King.
I only went to a couple ever, but I agree with you.
Never. It's very rare for me to have to throw out food because it's inedible when I get it from a place, and I had to do it twice when I lived in Louisiana when I fucking broke down and went to a Burger King.
I'm the same.
Oh, the one by you. That's notorious as being one of the
Oh my
worst.
god,
I've had to
it's
throw shit
inedible, dude. Just fucking sloppy wet
All right,
bun.
I don't want that. No,
Whoa,
no.
TJ, what are you doing?
No, you
Oh.
fucked it.
What the fuck, TJ?
No. Hold on.
Burger King is no.
Oh my god, you've made Burger King the champion.
It's over. It's over.
Just
How do you
reload the
get
page.
rid of it?
Dude, I thought this was going to
Just
take a
reload
while.
the page and re-click on our.
I thought this was going to
fucking
take a
winners.
while. TJ, fuck,
I'm pretty
dude.
sure that if I reload the page, that'll still be there. I've done this before.
TJ, what have you done,
Dude,
dude?
you fucked
Yeah.
it.
Okay, wait. I made it vanish from there for a second. All right, hold on. Maybe if I like, what have I done? What is going on?
You broke it.
No.
TJ, what are you doing? Now Boston Market won.
Can you drag them off?
Oh yeah. Okay. There we go.
Okay, yeah.
That's
yeah.
how to do it.
All right, yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, Boston Market wins this one just by the fact
Yeah,
that you
I'm not
probably
fucking standing for Burger King.
like
dude.
there's
They
multiple
suck.
things there and there's probably something edible, at the Boston Market. So
Checkers or this would be Rallies.
not
in
even
some places.
close.
Not
I
even
would
close.
almost
Chick-fil-A.
pretty much universally go to Chick-fil-A
Chick-fil-A.
over
Fuck
that.
that shit. The Checkers.
So this is Chipotle versus Cinnabon. I feel like Chipotle is a real. Chipotle is food.
Chipotle.
Cinnabon is just like
If they're
cinnamon rolls.
if it's a good one, is good. Cinnamon, whatever. It's just sweet shit. If you like cinnamon rolls,
it's not even a
you get
great
boner.
cinnamon roll. I go Chipotle all day on this
I
one.
agree.
So Jimmy John's versus Dairy Queen.
Jimmy John's.
I mean,
Dairy Queen to me used to be good when I was a kid. Everyone I've been to recently.
But Jimmy
sucks.
John's ain't got no blizzards or nothing.
Oh, that's a fair point.
I mean, Dairy Queen, a lot of their shit is like ice cream.
well,
The food is almost like a afterthought to like the ice cream.
hold up here now, TJ.
All right.
Those are two separate ones. There's the Dairy Queens that just serve ice cream.
But
But Grill and Chills once serves the food too. So
But
would you rather
even-
eat there?
Even the Burger King, even the Dairy Queen that serves the fucking food still has all the ice
I
cream.
mean, Dairy Queen's food sucks though. Their food ain't no good.
If you get like some chicken fingers or something, it's like
Okay, if you get some fried, then that's it. I mean, sure, but like even the burgers there are not good.
Whereas Jimmy John's, a lot of their sandwich is pretty bland. I have a sandwich that I really like there, the Italian nightclub. That's pretty fucking good.
I'm just saying what I would go to, but and that's kind of my thing. I'd probably go to Jimmy John's.
Yeah,
I'd
Jimmy
probably-
John's.
I'd
Jimmy
probably
John's
have
my
that,
vote too.
Yeah. Try to give Dairy Queen a fair shake, but
Oh shit, this one might be contentious here. I don't know how you guys feel about Hardee's.
Carl's Jr. / Hardee's is another inconsistent fucking place.
yeah, it's like sometimes
If
you
it's
get like a really
good-
good one, sometimes you get a really shitty
And I
one.
feel Five Guys for the most part, I've never really had like, oh, the burger just got totally fucked up.
No, the
Sometimes at Five Guys the fries are a little soggy.
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
soggy
I'll grant you
fries.
that.
If you weight heavily on fries, I think Carl's Jr. probably has better fries than Five Guys overall because I have gotten a lot of Saga Dog fries from Five Guys.
Yeah, I'll say that is.
Sometimes
true.
it's just like they
The-
fucking like drip through the bag and shit. It's so fucking soggy.
I mean, yeah,
Sandwich to
based on the fries,
sandwich.
but a burger's the main fucking. That's the look. The fries are like the side. That's nice, but the burger's the show. I mean, and I'll do it. Some Carl's Jr.'s back in the day were pretty. If it's a good one, they make a pretty good fucking burger. But Five Guys, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go. It's close for me, but I'd say Five Guys would be my vote.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Five Guys nowadays too. I think I probably would have gone with Carl's Jr. / Hardee's back in the early 2000s.
No, I
think-
agree with you there.
I think Carl's Jr. went through like a renaissance during the you remember the $6 burger era?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
That fucking Western $6 burger was the best deal on the fucking menu, dude. I went there so much.
Dude.
Yeah, they were huge, and they were good.
Oh man, yeah.
So In-N-Out burger versus White Castle.
In-N-Out, not even a fucking contest. White Castle, get the fuck out of here.
So
gross shit.
We have a choice. We can either keep going down this round and see who gets to that point, or we can go over here and do these.
Let's start with these ones.
Yeah, we got to get that. We got to, do this in order. So we're still in the semis.
It's El Pollo Loco versus Taco Bell.
Bell.
Dude, damn, dude. If they put against anything else, it would have been hard. But I love Taco Bell, so sorry.
Yep.
Can't fuck with the Taco Bell.
Sonic.
Subway versus Sonic.
Subway sucks.
Sonic has way more variety in their menu.
If you'd asked me like this in the 90s, it'd been close. Because Subway in the 90s was honestly, fucking good as fuck.
Sonic has a pretty good bacon cheeseburger for a fast food burger.
That is true.
Pretty decent.
That's a good point. They do. I actually went to Sonic almost exclusively when I lived in Texas because I didn't have I had a Whataburger too. So it was Whataburger and Sonic for me, basically.
Yeah.
I gave up on every other, dude, I'm telling you, in Texas, don't go to a fucking Burger King. Don't go to a fucking Jack in the Box. Don't do it. They don't even try. But yeah, Sonic for sure.
Yeah.
Wendy's versus Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I kind of fucking have like a soft spot for Wendy's because I worked there, and I really feel like overall they're one of the brands that has not, they've never been the best. Wendy's has never been the best, but they have not seen this precipitous decline from mediocrity like Burger King has seen, like Jack in the Boxes have undergone.
I feel like they've improved over the years, if
agree.
anything.
Slightly.
We got a shitty one around us, but most of the ones I go to are pretty good. So,
and KFC is just chicken parts to me, so I'm not a big fan.
Yeah. And you don't even like bone-in chicken.
It's bland shit, dude. Fuck KFC.
Even to me, as a person who likes chicken, I'm gonna go to Popeyes,
dude,
or
I almost never
Churches or any fucking place.
I almost
really.
never invoke this person because they've never been a big role in my life. But when our mom's dad or grandpa came down and he ate at Popeyes for the first time, he's like, "Reach the hell out of kernels."
Yeah,
reach the hell out of the kernel, huh?
So I agree with him.
McDonald's, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. McDonald's is the go-to here.
Yeah, no fuck with everything for Long John Silver.
At the end of the day, I think McDonald's is going to be the one to beat here, just because, not necessarily because it has the best food, but
I think they won mine.
It's the most.
It's the ultimate fast food place, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's hard to give. I agree with you.
See.
But we'll see.
I'll tell you what. When I was in fucking St. Louis with Uncle Guy and shit, running from that storm. One night we wanted to go to Captain D's, which is like a Long John Silver's kind of place, but it's better.
Yeah,
like a little bit better quality and shit. And we went there and it was closed. And we're like, I guess we'll just go to Long John Silver's then. Worst decision of our lives.
What the fuck? No, wait. You willingly went to a Long John Silver's.
Guy fucking puked that night because it was so fucking greasy.
Dude, he got food poisoning or whatever.
I don't even think he got food poisoning. I think it was just the amount of grease that was in it was so much that it made him puke.
Yeah, Long John's used to be actually good. You know what you'd get at Long John's that used to be the best shit? What? They had the breaded chicken fingers, but they had that crispy fish breading on it.
Oh, shit.
So it was just like the chicken fingers were dope, and then the hush puppies. You would get chicken fingers and hush puppies, dude, back in the day, but now I wouldn't even walk into a Long John's, dude. I'll starve.
Dude. The quality.
Hey, Quiznos, because Quiznos are good.
I mean, Quiznos beats Steak and Shake any fucking day in my book, but
I like the shakes at Steak and Shake, but we're talking about food.
You know,
if Steak and Shake was like how it used to be, then I would go Steak and Shake, but its quality has gone so downhill.
Those Steak and Shake fries, too, are just fucking inedible. Give me another option, please. Those little shoestring fries.
They don't have no flavor.
Yeah, they're tiny.
I have to agree with you.
America runs on Dunkin'.
Dude, yet again,
versus Jersey Mike subs.
Been to both these chains in the last year. Dunkin' Donuts is just gone completely downhill. They're a fucking joke. What they used to be.
Their donuts are just not that good.
Yeah, Jersey Mike's is way better.
I never liked Dunkin' Donuts, dude, but I think that they've definitely lost quality. The last time I had them, they were pretty inedible. And Jersey Mike's, it's been a while since I've been to one, but
we got one around here now.
They just opened. It's high quality.
I go over there all the time. I mean, some of the workers, they got like a bunch of teenagers working there, so they're fucking stupid as fuck. But the food's pretty good.
The food reminded me, what's that place over there? That fucking like deli place. There's like a deli that's right over by where I used to live in Louisiana. That's McAllister's. That's what Jersey Mike's kind of reminded me of in terms of food quality. And McAllister's is all right. So
yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. Panda Express versus Panera Bread. I'm gonna go Panda Express.
Panda easily for me. Panera Bread has always been like fart sniffing, like pretentious shit that doesn't even taste that good.
Right. It's like, Panera Bread reminds me of is Starbucks.
Did I'll say this?
It's got like this pretentious air, but it's not.
It's not entitled to it all. Okay, because Taylor likes Panera Bread, and like me and her, it's like if it's any time, it's like. And we're not around. We go to Panera Bread because she likes it.
Panera Bread sucks ass.
I'm like, because it's like the price of going to a real restaurant, but it's not even good. I'm like, can we please?
Let's go sit down in an actual restaurant if we're going to pay $50.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. But it's like sometimes it's like with being married, it's like no, we're going to Panera Bread, and it's like all right, Panda Express all day long.
Panda Express is way better.
Fucking horrible for you. Tastes way better.
I mean, this one might end up being contentious for me, but Whataburger is king in my book. So
I'll tell you what,
dude, this is a fucking, oh my God, dude, this is a fucking, the battle of the Titans right here.
So, I mean,
I love Whataburger and I love Popeyes.
Popeyes is good, but you know what? Is it the best fried chicken on the face of the earth? No.
I mean, of course.
Whereas Whataburger is pretty much the best burger on the face of the earth. So,
I mean, it's the best, it's the best fast food burger on the face of the earth for sure.
Just to be the
I like
foil.
fast food burgers better than real burgers. So to me, it's the fucking top creme de la creme ultimate burger.
Love that chicken from Pop. I'm being outvoted, but I'm saying Popeyes, dude.
And you know what? Popeyes.
Give me some Popeyes.
When I go to Popeyes, I'm not even looking forward to the chicken. I'm looking forward to the biscuits. I'm looking forward to the mashed potatoes.
TJ, if you vote against Popeyes right now, you're forever unable to get a biscuit.
It's the first one that we haven't had a unanimous vote on.
What a burger!
Popeyes, dude. I'm telling you.
Popeyes. It's kind of a shame that Popeyes had to get knocked out in the first round because I think
they shouldn't have put it up against Whataburger in the first round.
I mean, somebody had to fight Whataburger in the first round.
All right, I think Arby's moves on, right?
Yes.
Yes, Arby's.
NW hasn't just done as a
Chick-fil-A beats Boston Market, right?
Give me
Walks away with it.
All right, Chipotle versus Jimmy John's.
Chipotle for me.
Yeah, Chipotle.
Well, if you guys both say that, I was going to consider it, but
no, Chipotle.
Oh,
it's easy for me as a California boy.
Yeah, as a California guy,
In and Out.
Wish they all could be.
I mean, TJ, do you think
California
is In and Out overrated, or in Five Guys is more consistent? Because I'll tell you what, I would say some In and Outs I've been to have been, especially the ones that get slammed, very inconsistent. Not
you know what?
Great.
I gotta say though, pound for pound, here's the theory what I'm struggling with. Okay, I'll tell you my struggle.
But the fries at In and Out are better than the fries at Five Guys.
This is my fucking struggle. If I order a combo from both these places, Five Guys, I might get good fries, or I might get a soggy mass of grease potato.
Yep.
But I'm definitely.
I like guys. Are we assuming
the Five Guys burger?
Are we assuming like
I think
it's
the
best
better.
of the best? They're putting up against you. Let's just say that for the sake of it, you get the best Five Guys and the best In and Out. What are you going to pick?
In and Out, dude. The double is one of the better fucking fast food burgers out there. And Five Guys burgers they're good, but they're bland in comparison. They're a little greasier.
I gotta say, I disagree about the quality of the burger, but the Five Guys fries, I've never been a big fan.
It's a tough one.
I guess if we're talking about ultimate form of both of these, I'd probably say Five Guys.
I agree.
Oh, In and Out got robbed.
A dissenting voice.
In and Out got robbed.
If we've been in Cali longer, maybe we feel differently. Probably so.
Taco Bell versus Sonic. I mean, Taco Bell wins, right?
Right?
Okay. Maybe not.
Shit, Paul going on now?
I like us. Taco Bell is good, but it is also one of those places that you will get slop sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Get slop.
You do roll a die. You do roll more of a die. I mean, so Taco Bell is more like a coin flip. Sonic pretty consistent across the country.
Consistently mediocre, and I really like their slushies.
Yeah.
Like the Sonic.
I do like
slush.
the drinks at Sonic better.
Yeah, the drinks are way better.
You know
so
what?
You do have more variety on the Sonic menu too, because you get a hot dog, you get a chicken, you can get a chicken sandwich, breakfast burrito, breakfast sandwich.
Also, as a thirsty motherfucker,
rings.
dude, Sonic will definitely fucking be like.
I mean, Sonic has a shit ton
of variety. Give me the fucking Route 66 giant fucking tea.
Sometimes they have pretty decent mozzarella sticks at Sonic, but you know what? Taco Bell. What they offer, no one else really offers. Sonic, a lot of the shit, everything they got, someone else has got. Taco Bell is Taco Bell.
You know what, though, man? You know what? Fuck that, dude. I'm changing my vote for only one reason. If you said, man, they open a Taco Bell in the town, people be like, oh. If they said they open a fucking Sonic, then people be lined up around the block.
Sonic is more of a cultural benchmark.
Sonic.
Dude.
I'm going Sonic.
I'm going to fucking say Taco Bell. So I guess
fuck you, bitch.
I'm still fucking torn about this, but
I don't blame you.
Oh man,
I think the arguments have been made both ways. It's just a matter of what you want.
I just think that like I'm going to make this decision, and people are going to disagree with me on why. But I think that I'm more interested in seeing Taco Bell's uniqueness go up against the burgers that are coming in the fucking.
Hey, fair enough.
Because I know Sonic is going to drop the strap. Sonic is not the best burger. It's not the best fries. It's not the best anything, really. Maybe best variety, you'd give that to Sonic, maybe, because Sonic does have a lot of variety.
They do have a fucking big ass menu.
I mean, with Taco Bell, like you put the best Taco Bell and the best of Sonic. I mean, Sonic does just it has a more of a place in Americana, dude. It really does. It's an old way.
Well, hear me tell you something though. If I could have the top tier of both of those, Taco Bell is instantaneous in my mind because good Taco Bell is way better than anything the fucking Sonic menu.
That is true.
That's a valid point. But you know what, dude? I just want to give Sonic some props. I'm still saying.
All right.
Sonic.
Well, you can be the dissenting voice on this one. I want to see what Taco Bell does against some higher tier opponents.
Wendy's versus McDonald's. I mean,
McDonald's.
I mean, dude, it's
Wendy's is a fuck.
It's like in
Wendy's
Highlander. There can be only one. And Wendy's head rolls off.
You got to give some respect to Wendy's, but.
Look,
I mean, come on, you're up against the fucking arches, bitch.
Wendy's an OG for sure. I mean, but look, if you look at the lines, I mean, look, more people are going to go to McDonald's.
So Quiznos versus Jersey Mike's. I think Jersey Mike's has got a better sandwich personally.
Yeah,
Jersey
I mean, I
Mike's.
haven't been to either one of these in a while, so I'll defer to you guys. If you think Jersey Mike's a little better,
Quiznos is nothing to write home about.
I think Whataburger beats Panda Express to me. I don't know.
What a what?
Where you stand on that, Paul?
What? You talking about Panda Express?
Whataburger beats Panda for sure.
Okay.
I mean,
unfortunately, the last Asian option dropping out there too.
Sorry, Asians.
Racism.
Arby's versus Chick-fil-A.
I'm voting Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
it's not even a question to
Chick-fil-A.
me.
Chick-fil-A for sure. I mean,
the spicy chicken is
Chipotle versus Five Guys. I think Chipotle probably gets
Chipotle for me.
There. Yeah, I'd definitely go to a Chipotle.
I like Five Guys, but Chipotle is better.
I'm going with that. I'm just going with I'm imagining the best of each of these.
Well, that's what we should be doing at this point.
All right, Taco Bell versus McDonald's. This is a fucking
dude.
This is a heavy hitting shit right here.
This is hard. This is
really
fucking hard, man.
So we're assuming the best of the best.
So if I assume the best of the best, I do.
All right, let's get down to this. What is your order? Then?
There's other factors.
What is your fucking order, TJ? If we're putting up the best, I want to visualize this.
If I'm going to. This is the best Taco Bell in the world. This is the best McDonald's in the world.
And we're assuming you get anything from Taco Bell because I know there's some items now that are no longer available. So we'll just say.
Well, I'm gonna fucking stick with their current menu. Because
fair enough.
If they don't offer the shit no more, then that's no longer. They can't use that as a benefit at this point because that's the past.
All right. Well,
so I'm gonna go there.
I was being generous, TJ, but okay.
I'm gonna get two. I'm probably gonna get 2 bean burritos
and
some fucking fire sauce or some Diablo sauce.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm probably going to get like a Doritos Locos taco, and I'll probably get some kind of fucking fancy, crazy thing like a 5-layer burrito or something. Some kind of shit like that.
What about some cinnamon twist?
Or like a quesarito or some kind of crazy shit.
Yeah,
and then I'll get like a Baja Blast or a Pepsi or some shit like that.
I definitely go with the Baja Blast over the Pepsi for sure.
It just depends on the mood I'm in. If I
you can't get that Baja Blast anywhere else. So
that's true. It's a unique Taco Bell thing, which is I think Taco Bell really stands out as unique because its fucking cuisine is not really Mexican or anything else. It's Taco Bell. It's its own genre of food.
It really is.
But McDonald's, I feel that way about too because its shit's really not a hamburger. It's a McDonald's.
It's more like a sandwich. It's really like a sandwich.
If I go to the ultimate McDonald's, I'm definitely getting a Big Mac. I don't normally get Big Macs if I'm just going to a normal McDonald's, but if I know it's the best McDonald's, I'm getting the Big Mac. Yeah,
that's true because the Big Mac has the highest potential to be fucking utterly delicious of any McDonald's sandwich.
Yeah,
but
if it's done right,
it also has the highest potential to be botched. But we've already litigated that in the early rounds. We're talking about the best of the best for the best of the best. And you're right.
I'm getting a shit ton of fries for sure.
Yeah, my normal order at McDonald's, due to the consistency problems of the Big Mac, is the 2 cheeseburger meal because it's hard to fuck that one up.
Yeah,
but
I get the 2 McDoubles because
quarter pounder, dude.
They don't fuck that shit up.
I always get the quarter pounder every time.
But Taco Bell, to me, there's something about it, man. There's like that, and I'm such a simple orderer there. I get bean burritos, I get regular crunchy tacos. Fuck the Doritos Locos, they're good, but
you know another thing about Taco Bell, to its credit now, and I'm gonna make this case, dude. McDonald's got a lot more expensive because they use a lot of beef. Taco Bell, even though they use less beef, they use less of it.
Taco Bell does give you more bang for your buck.
It gives you way more fucking bang for your buck. Dude. You go through Taco Bell, you're like, that wasn't that bad.
Every time I go through McDonald's now, when they
like,
when they read me the total, I'm like, Jesus, really?
Yeah, McDonald's has gone off. Like all fast food really has. You guys remember back in the day when like McDonald's used to do the fucking 25-cent hamburger, 30-cent cheeseburger Tuesdays.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's not even possible though. Dude, like the dollar menu is not even possible at McDonald's anymore. It's like $2 for like a McDouble.
Yeah, it's seen like a 20% increase in price since then.
It's nuts.
More than that.
Taco Bell has increased in price as well, believe it or not, but
not as dramatically.
No,
I feel like
it remains more.
I feel like
affordable.
I don't get sticker shock when I go to Taco Bell the way I do.
They're able to absorb it because they use a lot of like very big beans and cheese and rice and stuff. So they're not really taking these high cost items.
And that beef is really the thing that drives the fucking the McDonald's shit up.
You know what, dude? I've closed my eyes just now, and I've imagined that I've just finished eating either the top tier Big Mac with the fresh fries, freshly salted,
milkshake, all that,
whatever I want. Yeah, I'd usually just probably get a Coke with that. I'm not a big milkshake guy when I order.
All right, fair enough.
I'll get a Coke. You know what I mean? And I sit down and I eat.
I'm afraid you guys would be all over the milkshakes because I mean, you guys.
I like milkshakes. Milkshakes are like an every once in a while thing for me, though. I'm not a big.
Oh, really? I see.
Yeah. When my usual order, I get a sody to wash it down with. You know what I mean? You gotta get a sody.
But I'll get a milkshake every now and then.
You can get a milkshake and a sody if you're feeling real fucking fat one day.
usually, honestly, if I go to McDonald's and get a shake, it's like what I'm getting. I'm not getting a meal.
Me
usually.
too. Like I'll have a hankering for a shake every once in a while. Most of the time, I'm getting a Coke. All right, so I just ate that. I'm fucking pleased with that. I'm feeling good as a fat guy. I'm feeling like I got served up something real good.
Yeah.
Taco Bell. All right. I get those fresh ass fucking tacos where there's not like a hint of sog in the crunchy shell on the outside. A generous amount of that really fresh, crisp, nicely washed lettuce, little cheese spread on top of that. I've got my selection of fucking Diablo sauce or fire, whichever I'm in the mood for. I've got 2 bean burritos that haven't been sitting on the hot plate, so they're fresh. They're freshly melted. They're still a little too hot to eat. You know what I mean? You gotta and I've got the fucking sauce to pour down in that burrito. I'm just telling you, man, I think I'm salivating more thinking about the Taco Bell.
Let me tell you another thing about it. Here's another consideration. There's like a day and night sort of paradigm here too.
That is true.
Because like McDonald's, it's like if I envision myself in the day, I'm going to that McDonald's. But if I envision myself in the night,
it's 1 o'clock. You're like, I want McDonald's.
Not even necessarily 1 o'clock, but if it's dark out.
Yep.
No, I'm saying like when you're gonna do a McDonald's is like that's more of seen as like a lunch place.
Yeah, it's almost like
at night. Taco Bell,
McDonald's.
I'll tell you, most nights whenever I would go out, Taco Bell would end up being one of the last stops. I mean, generally,
in my heart of hearts, man.
I mean, you want to say McDonald's, TJ, but I think at this point you got to admit Taco Bell is just a little bit better, dude.
I mean, Taco Bell is a beautiful place, man.
There is something different about Taco Bell that like there's nothing different about McDonald's anymore because every other place is trying to be it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
McDonald's is the standout amongst a bunch of pretenders, but there's really no.
But you know what, guys? There is another thing to be considered. There's another thing to be considered. Is that at many times in the gravest need of people, McDonald's is there, dude. It is one of the things where it's like, oh man, I'm fucking hungover. I'll just walk to this McDonald's. Like even recently, we're all in California. Man, I'm hungry. What they got around right across from me? You know what there was? The Golden Arches. And they fucking delivered. Now, if there'd been Taco Bell, that might have been great. But you know what? That Taco Bell probably have like a labor shortage or some shit.
Maybe. Who knows?
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like McDonald's usually you can get food from there. There's other places that they're less consistent. So I think that needs to be a point for McDonald's. If we're going to vote against McDonald's, I mean, I'm just trying to like, look.
I mean, I agree. You know, the consistency of McDonald's is really what makes it stand out against these other places.
Because I mean, if you eliminate the hypothetical of like best of the best, you're probably way better off going to McDonald's.
But I think at this point, we really should be voting for the best of the best. Because I feel like at this point, we've had plenty of time to litigate the inconsistency argument. Now we're looking at what can these fucking two fighters do at their peak.
I mean, that's the only way I can even see giving it to McDonald's is if I fucking think of it from a consistency standpoint. Because if we're just like pinnacle versus pinnacle, Taco Bell just wins. I don't know. I want it more.
I do too. Me thinking about getting the perfect fucking 5 crunchy tacos and a bean burrito with a fucking big frosty Baja Blast that I can't get nowhere else and plenty of sauce. That to me makes me fucking hungrier to think about than the McDonald's.
This is why Demolition Man was fucking right, dude. In the fucking coming fast food wars, Taco Bell wins. Because you guys have been convinced. I was going to vote for McDonald's, but I just thought about the future. I'm like, no, Taco Bell is going to be the only restaurant.
It's inevitable.
Whataburger.
I mean, come on. Whatever. Come on. All right. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. I fucking see this shit.
Chipotle versus Chick-fil-A.
If I'm thinking Chick-fil-A, I'm thinking, oh, man, the spicy chicken sandwich. Now, do I care about the fries? I mean, I guess I care about them, but I don't deeply care about them. Fuck those fries. I'm gonna get like one of those peach milkshakes and just forego fries.
Should the politics of these companies come into play? Because Chick-fil-A,
I mean, we haven't considered
does give money to homophobic organizations. And that didn't really matter in every other category it's faced, but against Chipotle, that might be a fucking thing worth considering.
Politics? They've had a lot of things with workers where they fucked a lot of workers over too, though.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
they're not exactly most pro-labor, but
it's a McDonald's. Chipotle is a McDonald's brand, so
Chelsea worked at a Chipotle and said that it was a pretty fucking decent working place.
I'll say this though, for Chick-fil-A's credit,
like that,
they only allow franchisees to have one location. So that's why most Chick-fil-A's are usually better than most other fast food places.
Chick-fil-A has
owned by some consortium, doesn't give a fuck about
Chick-fil-A has done an amazing job securing quality across the board at every location.
I mean, beyond most. I mean, Chipotle is.
I would say that they probably have
a
tighter grip on quality standards than any other place I've ever seen.
For the most part,
food place.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there.
They're one of the most efficient restaurants I've ever seen. They fucking really get you through quick.
Yeah,
the line is always around the block because they fucking get you through
Chipotle's
so
efficient
fast.
as fuck too, though. You walk
Chipotle
into
isn't a model of efficiency.
You walk into a busy ass Chipotle and there's a long line inside. You know
they deal with it quick.
They really perfected the Subway thing because they. Subway just their ingredients, but they basically took that same model and did a lot better.
Well, I mean, okay, so all of us are probably, if we're thinking Chick-fil-A, a spicy chicken sandwich. Is everyone here thinking like you're talking about a burrito? Probably. I'm assuming.
Look, if we're talking about variety and customizability, Chipotle. Is easily. You have so many options. There's way more you could do.
That is true.
Now, if we're talking about, dude, Chipotle steak tacos or burritos, dude, when the steak is hot as fuck or the barbacoa is so fucking delicious.
Oh, yeah, you're one of the only people I've ever known that gets tacos at Chipotle, though. Most people get a burrito or a burrito bowl.
The tacos are good there. I've gotten them a couple of times. They're pretty good, man. They overstuff the toppings on them, and
they're so good, dude.
I'll tell you this: don't ever get the queso at Chipotle. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't bother with it.
Guac is good though. I love the guac.
Yeah, guacamole is fucking great there,
and their green salsa is what I get with the chips and salsa too.
Oh yeah. Dude, if I'm thinking about it, if we're talking on point, I like Chick-fil-A, but to me, it's like, it's fast food. Well, Chipotle is a cut above that.
Let me tell you another thing that you got to factor in with this one.
All right.
Gluttony.
Oh, my God. Chipotle is going to give me so much more
you out for way less money.
If you're a fucking big, fat, gluttonous fuck like me, and I assume Paul is pretty gluttonous too when it's time for him to eat.
Yeah.
Chipotle is going to fucking scratch that itch a lot better than Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah, for way less money, because it's the same price for a fucking burrito overstuffed with shit than it is to get one or two toppings on the burrito. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, for value for your money.
And Chipotle. You can do that whole customization thing.
What sucks around here is our Chipotles suck.
Yeah.
Like, they suck. It's just unfortunate, but it's true.
I mean, but standards around here just suck.
But overall,
I think Chipotle wins, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Chipotle wins. That's it. It's time for the last semi-final.
So over here on this side, we have our finalist. We have our champion.
Yep.
It was Arby's. It was Jack in the Box. It was A&W. It was Annie Ann's. It was Boston Market. It was Burger King. It was Checkers. It was Chick-fil-A. It was Chipotle, Cinnabon, Jimmy John's, Dairy Queen, Five Guys, Hardee's, In-N-Out Burger, and White Castle. And Chipotle has surmounted them all to secure the top spot.
I think rightfully so.
What's going on over here? We're down to the final battle on this side.
Oh, fuck, dude. Taco Bell and Whataburger come to blows.
Man.
Who comes out on top?
You going to really make me do this, though?
This is mean.
See, here's the thing.
I mean, hey, it's going to get harder and harder as you go.
This is a different beast than the Taco Bell versus McDonald's fight, because McDonald's really isn't about, like, overall fucking best of the best quality, even at its best.
No.
Yeah.
But Whataburger, though, that is a killer fucking hamburger. Every time I've been there, they're open fucking 24/7, 364. I think they only close on fucking Christmas Day. It's the only time that you'll
24 hours.
Yep, 24 hours. Whereas most Taco Bells close up at like fucking 8 or 9 now. I mean, it's just like maybe 10 for the ones that are in more metropolitan areas. But Whataburger, 24 hours, doesn't matter where they're at. You can pull up. And let me tell you, this is a place where I will get a shake almost every time I go. Because because the Whataburger shakes are really fucking good in comparison to these other fast food shakes. I'm sorry, they just are. And
that Whataburger, man, that is a good fuck. And when I imagine the ultimate Whataburger, I mean, I've been to every fast food place there is. I've eaten every fucking fast food hamburger there is. And to me, as far as I'm concerned, Whataburger has the best fucking burger.
Yeah.
Really?
I agree.
I mean, I 100% think they got the best burger. But once again, you got that against Taco Bell's uniqueness. But if Taco Bell goes on, it's going to be like Chipotle versus Taco Bell.
And I mean, that would be an interesting finals.
It's burrito versus burrito. It's like, who's got the better burrito? Is it the more high quality, highfalutin one, or is it the more gut bucket, fucking
I'm just thinking,
stoner
close my eyes,
one?
And it's like, and I'm on a roadway, right? And to the right, it's Taco Bell. To the left is Whataburger.
Yeah,
I'm going to Whataburger.
Yeah,
I'm going to Whataburger, man.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But
I like Taco Bell.
I might be biased just because I didn't grow up around them, and I'm denied them because I live in an area that doesn't have them, and I probably will never live in an area that has them again.
Dude, every time I see a Whataburger, I get excited. Even if I just ate, I'm like, oh fuck, who'd have eaten a Whataburger? Like,
it's true.
I don't feel that about Taco Bell.
But Whataburger too, it doesn't have the same familiarity to us that Taco Bell. Like, because a Taco Bell, if you're right, you're on a freeway and there's a Taco Bell and a Whataburger, we're gonna choose Whataburger, but also because we don't get that very much. It ain't around here.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
if I was hungry on a long ass drive and I saw a Taco Bell sign, there's no way, no matter how hungry I am, that I'm going to say, "Oh, thank fuck, there's a fucking Taco Bell here." But if I'm driving and I'm like literally dying and I see Whataburger 2 miles ahead or something on a sign, I'm going to say literally out loud, "Thank fuck, there's a Whataburger here." So Whataburger has to win this. In my mind.
It's there's no choice. Taco Bell, you're a valiant chain and we love you, but sorry,
dude, no small potatoes. It made it to the fucking semifinals.
You beat McDonald's, Taco Bell.
Beat McDonald's.
I mean, you got nothing to be ashamed of. You fucking dethroned the champ.
Now the two finalists enter the arena. We got Chipotle. We got Whataburger.
I'm telling you, man, like this other side over here, I feel like was way weaker than the right side.
Yeah, the left side was weak.
And so what's come out on the top on the right side was grueling and really fucking hard fought. And I feel like Chipotle just kind of almost skated through this. We only really argued when it got to Chick-fil-A. And
Chipotle had a smooth ride.
Whataburger just blew doors on everything it went against in this fucking competition. And there's a reason for that. I think the same thing that we just used against Taco Bell applies to the Whataburger. If I'm driving on the fucking highway, a long ass drive, I'm starving to death, and I want to pull off and get something to eat. And I see a Chipotle sign, I'm not going to be like, "Oh, fuck yeah, thank Jesus Chipotle. Christ in heaven that there's a Chipotle." But if I see a fucking Whataburger, I might die right there. I might, you know what I mean? And have a heart attack right there. You know what I mean? Whataburger for me. Honestly, I've said this before. People have asked me, they want me to narrow it down, and just putting it up against everything else has just proven it to me. When I first ate at a Whataburger, I could not believe it existed.
I had the same experience, dude. You know, it wasn't even that long ago because I'd never eaten Whataburger, and I was on a road trip. I was going up to Colorado with Chelsea. It was this year, I think. You know, and I'd never I never really had a Whataburger. I'm gonna fucking, I've seen them, but they've been too packed. It's like, I'm gonna fucking try this out, and it's like when I ate that sandwich, I could tell it wasn't at full power. I could tell it was at like 60-70% power. But I was still blown away by it. I was like, "Oh my God, this burger is so fucking good." And I went there every fucking time. I went there several times since. Like every time I've had an opportunity to go to Whataburger, I've been like, "I gotta go to Whataburger. I gotta go to fucking Whataburger." I never felt that way about Chipotle.
I will say this, TJ.
Yeah.
Now you give Taylor a lot of shit, but Taylor loves Whataburger.
Everybody loves Whataburger.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the power of it, dude. Because you know me, I'm like, I want to eat shit food, and Taylor does not. And I'm like, how about Whataburger, baby? And she'd be like, all right. So
dude,
it's got to be Whataburger, dude.
I had a similar experience with Whataburger when I moved to Texas. It was late one night, and I just drove by them because I'm just like, what? Whataburger? No, thank you. You know what I mean? It doesn't look all that impressive. And I remember it was late at night or some shit, and I was hungry, and my ex was like, we can go down there and get a Whataburger. And I'm like, ugh.
Paul's like,
I'm like, all right, I'm just hungry enough to give this a shot. And I fucking went and got it. We ate it in the parking lot. And I could not believe that this place existed. Like, I literally could not believe I was eating what I was eating. So Whataburger definitely deserves this. If you've never been to one and you're an aficionado of fucking fast food, you just haven't had the best of the best. Dude, McDonald's won your bracket the last time, TJ. What kind of fucking shit were you on, bro?
I don't think I'd actually eaten at Whataburger.
it's probably like some shit.
I think back when I originally did this, I'd never had Whataburger.
That makes sense.
That's crazy, dude. Because I even went to Whataburger like when you were. No, you had, dude. Me and you stopped at a Whataburger on one of those fucking drives, and like we're moving to California, and you didn't even. You're like, oh, whatever.
Well, I don't know then. Because the first time I ever remember having it was on that Colorado trip, and I was like, God damn.
I know for a fact me and you went to one before, but it was years and years ago. So
well,
I'm sure you probably just forgot about it.
Dude, there was a sad, solemn occasion.
But I didn't forget about it this time.
I was pulling into Texas, and me and Amelia, when we were leaving fucking Louisiana, and I realized, like, dude, tomorrow I'm leaving Texas, and I probably won't stop at a Whataburger ever again, dude. This is it for me. My last Whataburger, and you know what? It was just as delicious as the goddamn first. Fuck them. I actually wanted it to suck. I wanted and you know what? Inside the Whataburger, it was chaos because they were hella busy and the people were all pissed off and things. And but the food I got.
Well, where are they located?
Well, you know what? If we start,
let's see where the Whataburgers are located across America.
If we start doing meetups again, we might end up near a Whataburger.
Yeah, where are they in the country? I think they're mainly in the southeast, or maybe like around Texas.
They're mostly in Texas, dude.
Yeah, they're
almost all in Texas.
They're almost all in Texas. There's, I think, 2 in Louisiana. There's a sprinkling of them in like the southern states.
I'll tell you what the ones I know where they exist in Louisiana. I know there's one in Alexandria, Louisiana, because I've eaten there. I know there's one in Bossier City.
Yeah, that's the one I've eaten at, is the Bossier City one.
So
so you've both been to that one.
They have 21 in Alabama.
Alabama.
Arizona, they got a few.
Oh, Arizona.
They got 29 in Arizona. I didn't know that. That's nice to know. That's
some in Arizona.
I might be able to get one when I'm pulling out to move.
Louisiana actually has 17, but none near us.
All right, where are they at?
I don't know.
Any close to me yet?
Let's see. Probably the closest one would be this over here in Baton Rouge.
There's one in Baton Rouge?
There's 2 in Baton Rouge, it looks like.
So there's a couple over in Baton Rouge.
Oh, come on. Just fucking move a little closer.
And then the rest are just like scattered around the state.
I think that's the one that I ate at on my way out of the state right there. Or,
right there, this third one.
I can't remember which. I think I might have taken the 90 or the 70 out or the 20 or whatever that is up there.
I-49.
I can't remember which one I took out. I took the Gulf Coast one because I drove by fucking...
But in Texas, there's 701.
Oh my God, they're everywhere, bro. They're fucking everywhere.
Lucky. One of the only things.
The only good thing Texas ever did.
Yep,
pretty much the same sentiment at the same time. There,
you can't really live anywhere in Texas and not get a Whataburger.
Look at that. They don't know what they got. To them, it's probably like mundane and prosaic. And look, it's like everywhere. It's like
all these tiny little shit towns.
Standard issue. Look at that. Look at this shit.
I mean, it's
all over.
It's maggoty
Houston.
with them, and there's a reason, dude. And you want to know what the fucking most annoying thing about it is? Texans totally take Whataburger for granted.
I know, because to them it's just like, yeah, Whataburger.
Yeah,
they don't know what they got.
I guess you can get you Whataburger. I don't really know.
Yeah, wait till it's
all right.
Try living somewhere without one, you fuckers.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Try having a fucking decide between a fucking Jack in the Box and a fucking Burger King at 2 a.m. one time and see how you feel.
People, dude.
At 2 a.m, if I want to go eat somewhere at 2 a.m, my choices are a Waffle House. That's it.
Yeah,
that's literally the only fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have that choice really anymore.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing.
Yeah, in my area, if I lived in a bigger city or some shit,
These
I'd have
motherfucking
tons of
Texans
shit.
be like, Whataburger's not even that good. Whatever.
I'll tell you what, Whataburger actually fucking sucks.
Dude, I can tell you the one we're gonna get the most shit for is Chipotle going a long way because
Really?
for some reason, dude, Chipotle gets a lot of blowback from people. You either love it or you hate it, apparently, and there's a lot of people that hate a Chipotle.
Well,
I mean, I don't hate Chipotle. It's just, I mean,
I don't really see what's
compared to Whataburger.
I don't really see what's to hate. Like, it's like you go, there's like a burrito and there's like pretty reasonably fresh, good ingredients there that taste reasonably good. I don't know what's the fucking
The only
hate.
thing that, well, remember they had a bunch of scandals because a bunch of people were getting sick from eating there too.
Yeah, because they fucking were like locally sourcing ingredients for fucking, because
Yeah.
it tastes better.
Yeah, I ate there even when that shit was going on. People were like, it's
I don't
dangerous
give
to
a
eat there. I'm like,
it's not
whatever.
dangerous.
Like, whatever.
You pussy.
Like, dude, you see them, if you guys knew anything about the fucking food supply and the food chain, you would not be saying that. There's some disgusting shit going on and you're just unaware.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like,
Who
shut the
cares?
fuck up. Either you're going to eat it or you're not.
Just eat your fucking Chipotle and shut up.
Eat your fucking grill and shut the fuck up, huh?
I don't know. I like Chipotle.
No, you don't. You hate it.
But yeah, I mean, like Chipotle, if it was on the fucking the right side bracket, I don't think it would have got to the finals like that.
Look, dude, if I said to you right now, TJ, let's go Chipotle after the show, you probably just go, man, maybe, yeah. If I'm like, TJ, there's Whataburger, let's go to Whataburger, you probably
They
like,
opened
yeah,
a Whataburger down the street.
let's
Grand
go.
opening.
TJ's ass be like, let's go. I'm going.
Dude, if they did that, you wouldn't move out of Louisiana. Dude, if a
I'd
Whataburger
be like,
opened in your
I'm
neighborhood,
staying here, actually.
We've really thought about it, reevaluated. There's Whataburger now.
I'm going to ride out the hurricanes, you know what I mean? I'm just going to take my chances.
I think I'm going to hide in the Whataburger and just, take shelter there.
Hey, they probably survive.
Beijing Olympics. Oh, my God. Shut up. with
The
these
Beijing Olympics.
Fucking Olympics, bro.
Fuck the Olympics, man. No one gives a fuck about the Olympics anymore, anyways. Everyone's going on. I kept getting reminders like the Olympics. I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah, like,
Stop telling me about the Olympics.
I was over at Mom and Steve's house when the Olympic closing ceremony was happening.
Yeah.
It was like the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life.
The pandemic Olympics are over.
Dude, it was just like a bunch of people doing random shit, like playing with yo-yos and dancing and stuff, but there was no synchronization to it or anything. They were all just like kind of doing their own things.
Lame.
So it was just like, it was like a muddled thing with no actual overarching performance to it. And then they had this really cool thing where they like had these drones come and like form like all these drone formations and all this cool synchronized drone shit. It's like, yeah, that was impressive because it was synchronized. When you have like a bunch of people doing a performance, there should be like some synchronicity to it, right? But they were all just doing their own shit. So there was no fucking overarching thing.
The first time I saw one of those synchronized drone demonstrations, it really did blow my fucking mind, though.
Oh, yeah.
They're really fucking cool, but dude, I didn't even watch it's the first year, I think, that there's been a Summer Olympics where I literally didn't watch a minute of it. I kind of feel, I feel almost bad about it, to be honest with you, because like in the past, I've always enjoyed watching, maybe not all of it, but like tuning in and checking it out. And I just fucking didn't even care this year. It just kind of sucks. I didn't care at all.
I didn't give a fuck. I didn't watch one fucking minute of it except for that closing ceremony because it was on at Mom and Steve's house.
Yeah, which wasn't even your choice.
But if it hadn't been on there, I wouldn't have seen any.
I like the Winter Olympics better, but still, dude, I usually like like I said, it's the first year I haven't even watched one fucking event.
It's not invested in it. It's like, it was just a bad idea to begin with. It's like, there's a pandemic. They can't even have spectators. It just feels like, look, this is all wrong.
Yeah, I never really give much of a fuck about it because I'm not really into sports and athletics that much, but whatever. I usually do see some though.
Yeah, you're probably more insular now, TJ. You're just not exposed to different ideas. You're like, just give me schlock movies.
The ideas.
All right, I'll take a schlock show too. That'll be good. Anything else? No.
What ideas are in the Olympics, Scotty? There ain't no idea.
There's a lot of ideas about the Olympics, TJ.
We should have an idea Olympics.
Idea Olympics.
That would be fun.
Everybody gets there and they fucking all have ideas, and the best idea wins.
Dude, I feel like I have some pretty good ideas.
You got there, you just fucking. Who judges?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
How
hard.
are the
You
ideas
guys
measured
could judge it. Like, ask me like a world problem, like some problem that affects enough of the world to need to be addressed, and I'll give you an idea on how.
All right, how do you solve the water shortage
How do you
and
solve?
impending water wars and stuff? Like, what do you do about water?
I got no idea.
All right.
Fucking clue.
Look, I've thought about that one. I have no clue.
I'm going to give you the silver medal for honesty.
Yeah, thank you. I'll take it.
All right, here's what we do. Still suits.
Oh, yeah. It was
Oh, yeah.
right there in June.
Still
Yeah.
suits. You can drink your own poo-poo water.
Yeah, you just recycle all the water, and then you're good.
Bust a nut
Just gotta-
in the still suit. You can't waste any water.
Can't.
Yeah, the still suits reuse all moisture. So you just cycle through the same moisture.
I think you'll see a lot of people turn towards desalinization, though. I think that's definitely going to happen.
It's
We
so
already see it happen.
expensive and so inefficient.
Yeah, but I mean, out of desperation, that's going to happen for sure. I mean, California's already doing it. In San Diego, I know for a fact does desalinization.
I saw some wild signs
California
driving
has 7 plants
California
right now.
countryside. They were all talking about like we need to dam up the rivers to keep the water here because it's all going to the stupid ocean. That's the problem.
in
Yep.
the water cycle.
I'm like, yeah, wouldn't that disrupt the water cycle then? They're like,
They
no,
don't give a shit. They want water.
We need it.
Dude, people are going fucking nuts here. People are going crazy. Like, there are people living in utter, complete, like, delusion in the state. Tons of them. I've been ranting about it, like, on my ideologies and shit a lot. It's like, this place is literally drying up. The water table is moving lower and lower and lower and lower, and eventually will be non-existent here. And people are still maintaining during this summer, which we had more over 100-degree days than we had under this summer.
Yeah,
And
I'm sure.
everybody around me and everybody in the little city I live near and everybody in the big city I live near, green lawns. We're talking like 700 gallons a week worth of water just being wasted on having Bermuda grass lawns in a place that's literally drying up. And all of that water's coming out of the water table. It's not being imported or anything. So, you know what I mean? This place is functionally going to reach a point where it's going to reach like a critical point where areas like I'm living in can no longer support people because there's no water to be given. And at that point, people are just going to move out of these places. We were talking in an earlier Grease Trap about how like some of these interior states are going to see all these the quote unquote flyover states, prairie states and shit. Dude, they're going to have massive influxes of people. People are going to be moving to the other side of the Sierra Nevadas where the fucking drought conditions aren't so bad and the water cycle isn't so fucking terrible. And they're going to be moving east. So the East Coast is going to see a giant influx of people from the South and from the West fleeing these fucking ultra hot summers and ultra humid summers in the South, and these fucking storms, fires. All these states are going to start filling up and they're going to go fucking nuts. They're not going to know what to do with 1 million people, let alone 10 million people moving into a fucking area.
Well,
I mean,
now if you look at like real estate and stuff, like a lot of these companies now are adapting where it's like, here's like the climate stuff, here's like the chance of it flooding, here's the chance of having a drought, here's the chance, like, so that's really starting to become part of people's consciousness, is like, what is the climate condition look like in the foreseeable future in this place?
that's one what was almost my number one consideration when looking at places to live after this. Was what are the chances that I'm going to get slapped upside the head with some kind of climate disaster? And I found a place that's not complete. There's nowhere that's completely, safe from that type of shit. But I found a place that's got a way lower incidence of climate disaster and a way lower incidence of climate emergency than most places.
You're
in the United
in
States.
a place that is uniquely, is facing several of the worst challenges all at once.
And I moved
like
from a place that's the same. Louisiana is the exact same.
We are.
Several of the worst challenges facing any state.
We have we have land erosion.
We're like
sea levels rising.
We're losing a football field worth of land in Louisiana every hour.
Which is that's all the protection from these storms. When that's all gone, oh my god! Can you imagine that if there was nothing left at this point and this storm had hit us? Even more devastating.
No, and the sad thing is the storms are going to keep getting worse and worse as the conditions for them get better and better in the Gulf. And so
I can tell you firsthand, I've seen a lot of moving trucks. I mean,
I
a
believe
lot of people are not
seen a
coming
ton
back.
too. People are moving out of this fucking area like gangbusters too. Dude, this is something that's going on that like the media is not covering for what it is.
A mass exodus of everywhere.
Yeah, it's like especially these places like Louisiana, California. Now you're going to start seeing people moving out of the Pacific Northwest because of this heat bubble thing is not just an anomaly. It's going to start happening every fucking goddamn summer now. Like functionally, the climate is changing in a lot of the West Coast states and in most of the southern states. People are moving east. That's just all there is to it. And that's going to be a huge deal for these fucking tiny little communities. You guys think about fucking Keokuk getting 80,000 people moving into it.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? That type of shit is going to start to happen over the next fucking 10 years. People are fleeing this shit.
Yeah, they're going to go to cheap areas. I mean, it's already started to happen. Like places like Boise, Idaho are booming. Interior places.
Water could no longer reach and replenish any of these wetlands. And when combined with rising sea levels and a myriad of other man-made causes, they began to rapidly shrink. In the past...
That was just like what's happened so far. I think they have like a fucking future indicator map. Say there's a...
Yep, and as you can see, the land is getting more
like
and
New
more...
Orleans is functionally just like a peninsula.
Lake Pontchartrain basically becomes Pontchartrain Bay.
Yeah.
And it fucking extends way out further to, you see all this shit.
This is insane, dude.
Louisiana is projected to lose about another 5,800 square kilometers of wetlands, and the ocean itself will be pretty much on New Orleans' doorstep.
And there's New Orleans there on this little weird peninsula.
I mean, New Orleans is done. And a long enough time ago, New Orleans is done. It's just going to become. It's going to become less.
Below, it's too far below sea level to have a giant bay above it and a giant bay below it. It's going to fucking get swallowed.
Got the Mississippi River on one side and Lake Pontchartrain on the other.
Yeah,
and
if you look, there's just no way.
If you see what year that guy said that was going to happen by.
The ocean, and it's getting even worse all the time. Since New Orleans itself is sinking by about 5 centimeters a year, and sea levels are rising by about 3.6 to 4 millimeters a year, the water is creeping faster and closer to the New Orleans Bowl all the time. Over the next 30 years, by 2050,
See, that's not even a long time. This is like 30 years here.
Yeah.
I mean, and look, in the area, even the area we're at right now, I mean, that's going to be eroding too. Like we're next, basically.
So over the course of the next 30 years, this is basically what we're supposed to be left with.
Yeah.
So it's like, get out.
Yeah, you guys are right across.
There's no future here.
Northwest from New Orleans, right up in that area where there's a bunch of fucking wetlands just disappearing. I mean, I saw what happened to the lakefront.
Mm-hmm.
The lakefront, dude. That's honestly, that made me so sad when I saw fucking Chelsea post about that, because the lakefront was one of the few places that I would go to there in New Orleans, and I felt peaceful at. You know what I mean? And that place is just fucking devastated, bro. Devastated. So
it is, man. But I mean, that's just the reality if we're looking at it. And
well, the crazy thing too is that the wetlands
at this point,
it's not even just a matter of just like the fact that the water is rising, or that the city of New Orleans is sinking. But a lot of the reason for that behind that wetland erosion is because we've done so much to keep the route of the Mississippi River going where it is, because it naturally has a wandering route.
Yeah.
But we've done so much to keep the Mississippi River on its current course. We've had to like interfere artificially so much that all of the fucking like sediment deposits that were replenishing the wetlands no longer get down there.
Right.
So there's nothing to replenish them. So they're just washing away, especially as the water rises.
Well, people in the state who deny it are just going to have to live through it. I mean, because a lot of those people, they live in those really southern lying parishes now. I mean, their land's going to be gone.
It's a double-decker problem, too, because we're talking about millions of Americans fleeing these areas that are affected by widespread climate damage, like California, to the Central Valley of California, where I'm at now. A big, giant bowl of filthy fucking air and dry fucking land. That's all it is. It's
routinely for particulates and other pollutants, top of the list and of the entire country. I mean, because all that shit from LA is going. All that shit from China and Japan is hitting California.
All the fires too.
That's true.
So listen, if you just think about this as like a future geography sort of fucking thing, this coast, the whole fucking West Coast, subject to fires and drought conditions and a lot of it.
And heat waves and shit that are going to get worse and worse.
I remember Seattle.
Renewed heat and stuff.
110 in Seattle, 115 in Portland.
People are
crazy shit.
People are fleeing this area.
The high
you go
temperature,
further inland into like
the
Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, all this stuff.
Well, Oregon and Washington are seeing population growth.
Yeah, because there's still trees and shit there.
Oh, well, for now.
But they got like this little corner up here where it's kind of like people are doing that. All this shit right here getting way too dry for people to fucking live in.
Well,
and
Arizona,
more people are moving
Arizona
so a lot of people get out of here.
Always been fucking dry, but yeah, I mean it's definitely.
Utah is actually one of the fastest growing states. So is Idaho. Tons of people are moving to the West Coast. So like the problem's going to be exacerbated. It's not going to be any better. No, like California, I think they've seen slower growth.
Colorado is like half water and
they're
half
booming.
dry.
Yeah, like Colorado's booming right now.
There's so many people moving to Colorado right now, but I honestly don't think they're going to fucking be able to fucking sustain that long term.
No.
Maybe Colorado they will, but like New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, these places are too dry.
They're deserts. The deserts.
The desert is not going to be able to fucking handle the influx of people. So I'm seeing all this region of the country is just going to be like mass exodus. Over here in the south, we got like this whole fucking Gulf of Mexico area. Like people are fleeing it. Like I know so many people are getting the fuck out.
Yep.
It's like no, not fucking with this.
So they're going to go north and west.
They're all heading this way. They're all heading elsewhere.
They're heading further in.
They're going at least inland.
Yeah. Even the people who are going to stay in the south are going to probably go to like, I want to live in Tennessee or something.
You got a shit ton of people down in Mexico and South America that are trying to get away from fucking conditions there.
Central America. Yep. Everybody's
they're
running.
Heading up. They're not going to settle. They're not going to fucking try to settle in the goddamn desert either. So they're going to probably, I mean, like everyone's going to be fucking shifting to like less and less land, you know?
It's going to be,
it's going to tax infrastructure. Insane. It's going to fucking cause like massive strife between different groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like people who were there for a while who resent the fucking influx of new people who are there.
Well, we're already seeing that. The first outliers of that, it's always like the pickup in xenophobia. No one should come to the country. Then it'll be no one should come to the state, you know, and then no one should come to my town.
I already saw it in Colorado because when I was in Colorado,
of course,
there was like a fucking attitude of like they didn't want no one from California in Colorado. They saw a California plate. They were pissed.
Well, because people
like we don't want these California people coming to Colorado.
A California house, the value goes up. You bought it for $700,000. You now sell it for $1 million. You go to Colorado. People that live in Colorado, I want to buy a house. Well, I'm from California. I got all this money. I'll buy a house for $500,000. That's cheap to me. It's nothing to me. So the housing markets in Colorado Springs and Denver and all these areas that are growing rapidly in Colorado are becoming largely unaffordable to people that have lived there their whole lives. You know, and that's not to say like, oh, well, you know, those people from out of state should have no right to buy, but it's also the reality of the way the market is organized that basically the buyers have no power. The seller has all the power. The banks have all the power.
Yep.
And unfortunately, it's only benefited people who are wealthy. So it's just increasingly going to be poor people are going to be left in these places to rot, and everyone else is going to move somewhere else where they can at least try to hold on to some quality of life. Because, I mean, they're not going to have the same quality. That's obvious to people as every day goes on. You know, like, there's a shortage of this, a shortage of this. Like, we'll just look at that's the reality. And I mean, and some of that is, you know, supply chain shit. They just can't get shit to people fast enough. But why do you think the demand's increasing? Because the fear is increasing. Because people realize these resources are fucking shrinking. They're not growing. If they were growing, no one would give a fuck.
Yep.
I mean, you know, like there'd be no fight over it.
That's going to get worse and worse over the next 100 years. And I completely agree. And I don't think anybody's prepared for it because I think it's just going to get like if we had the ability to stop every bit of foreign immigration to the United States and did it, it would still be fucking devastating. Like the amount of culture clash and the amount of fucking overtaxing of underfunded fucking public utilities and shit and roads is going to be massive.
What's another thing too? So obviously we have to plan for this climate change and stuff, and like the grid here in Louisiana is not ready at all. Even the parts that are not going to be underwater is not
obviously
ready.
Obviously, you guys were out of fucking power for like over a week. I mean, there's still places in fucking
people here who still don't have power, Paul.
Yeah,
still don't.
That's
don't
ridiculous.
Have trash service. Don't have basic services in the city of New Orleans. Can't get them. Labor shortage, this, that, but it's really just like, you know, it's just an unequal society. The problems just being laid bare by tragedy, by these storms, by these events that no one can control. It lays bare the truth, which is that these government systems are failing people. They're filling them completely. They had no plan. When the mayor of New Orleans talked about Hurricane Ida and her plan, there was no plan. It was, well, you got to stay there. We don't have enough time to really prepare anything. It's like the government should be supremely prepared in the state. The state should be prepared. The federal government should be prepared. Why are we not prepared for something we know by the science that is telling us that this is going to become more and more rapid? These storms are going to develop more rapidly. They're going to be more powerful. They're going to be more numerous. We've seen it. The writing is on the wall, and no one is doing anything substantive to deal with it. So fleeing is the only thing I think most people, the average person, could actually do, if we're being honest.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking to flee the country, and then just kind of got, like when I started to look into the realities of doing that, it was something that, it's a much...
It's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah. Even in the places where it's easy, it's not easy.
It's not easy, no.
But you know what I mean? Like I'm looking to find a fucking place that's relatively fucking out of the way and hopefully not subject to this in the next 30 years of life I've theoretically got. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Yeah. And I don't blame you. That's all you, because as an individual on that level, that's all you can do is like, what's best for me. And unfortunately, that's the reality of the world that people don't really want to hear, is that's all people are going to really do, because that's all you can do. I can't fucking affect the change that is needed. I mean, I can strive for it. I can hope for it. But like, if we look at the political solutions being presented to us, at least in this country, they're not really solutions. They're just like, fuck you and die quickly.
Yep.
That might as well be the policy. Like, well, are you a big company? Well, fuck off. We don't care, because this machinery needs to keep running, and we'll run it till the last fucking pleb is there to run it. If the pleb is not there, then hopefully there's a robot to take their place.
True. Is that a grease trap, gentlemen? You want to leave them on that fucking...
I do believe it is.
Yeah.
Let's leave on that high note. I don't know how we got from fast food rankings to this, but hey,
it happens.
Sometimes that's the way to grease trap goes.
That's how it goes, man. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.